What is up, everybody? This is Belle Rose here with her very first video. Yes, this is my first video, and I'm going to show you how I took this horrible hair to this. Ooh, child. Who is that? Who is that? Yes, I'm going to show you how I took this amazing hair and turned into this beautiful red fall color. What is this, burgundy? It's beautiful. So if you want to know how I did this, just stay tuned. I'm going to tell you everything. Okay, so this hair wasn't really that bad. I mean, it was dead, like dead hair. Like I just had it laying on the floor somewhere, and I was like, well, I might as well use it. Let's do it up. Let's get it popping. Let's get it pretty. It's fall. Let's do something different. So I first decided that I wanted to go in and I wanted to brush the hair because I didn't want any kinks or anything like that when I was bleaching, because God knows that gets all over the place, and I didn't need it. So I went ahead and I started brushing the hair. So after brushing the hair, this is the bleach that I use. I use the BW2 bleaching powder, and then I also use the 40 volume developer. I mix these two together, just a little bit of both, basically a little bit more of the developer than anything else, until I got this yogurt. This is like yogurt, this yogurt kind of little consistency. And then I just went ahead and I started to split the hair into little small sections, and I began the bleaching process. If you guys want a more detailed video of how I bleach, then just let me know in the comment section below. So as you can see, as I was bleaching, I was also going in and smoothing it down with my fingers. I was just doing this section by section. I don't really think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really think there is really much of a process when it comes to bleaching. It's more so get as much bleach as you can on the section, and you do have to go fast if you want it all to be the same color. As you know, bleach starts to process faster when the first spot than any other spot. Oh my God, don't worry about my bald head, okay? I had my braids in. I was looking ooh, but I wanted to get this hair done, okay? So I found from my own experience that it is a lot easier to just bleach and dye bundles instead of actually bleaching and dyeing the hair after it's already constructed. Sometimes it feels like it's a lot of work to do it when it's already constructed, because you have to part it, then bleach it, then part it, then bleach it, and it just seems like it's just too much sometimes. Whereas when you have the bundles, it makes it a lot easier because it's all right there and it's all consistent. But I do find that either way, they are both fast when it comes to bleaching your hair. It doesn't take that long at all. I believe this probably took me maybe about 30 to 35 minutes just to get all the bleach on there, and then I let it process for a little bit, but we'll get to that in a second. So at this time, I basically finished the entire bleaching process. I'm just going back in and making sure that I get all of the dark spots. I did kind of want a variant of colors with this wig, but I did want, you know, some of the dark spots to be covered. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm going in with just some of the bleach on my fingers and going in with some of the dark spots. As you can see, my girl Rashonda, aka the wig head, but her name Rashonda, you better know, her head kept moving, and she was getting on my nerves to the point that I felt like I needed to pop her on the head. You know how your mama used to pop you on the head with a comb? I just need to give her a little pop, just a little one, just a pop, right there. Yep. So this is the hair after I was done bleaching it. I let this bleach sit on there for about 45 minutes. I'm going to show you guys what it looked like when it was done rinsing. But I just let it sit. I made sure I covered all the spots, and it was looking pretty good. After I rinsed it in some cold water about 2-3 times with some conditioner. This is how it came up, and oh, this color. This color was absolutely gorgeous. I was like, should I just stop right now? But nah, it was an absolutely gorgeous color. So now I'm going to go in with my colors. I use Rich Amber, Adore number 78. I really do like Adore's brand. They really do have a lot of variants of colors. And it was really, really pretty. And then I went in with some Intense Red. And then I went in with some Raging Red. And I've only used a drop of Raging Red. So as you see, I used the full bottle of the Rich Amber. And I went ahead and just used one full bottle. I kept that second bottle just in case something happened. But I just used one full bottle of that Rich Amber. And then I went in after I'm done squirting this oh my, there was so much. Did you get it? Okay. Then I went ahead and I put some Intense Red. I think I put four full squirts in there. 4 full squirts in there. And then I did 1 squirt of that red, that Raging Red, because I didn't want to be too red. And then I went ahead and I mixed that up until it was a nice consistency. Make sure that it got everywhere. And then I started dyeing. Okay, this stuff was like red. Like, I was not expecting it to be like not like, you know, that fake blood red, but it was like real blood, like red. And poor Rashonda, I was like, at this point I didn't care, but Rashonda, she looked like she got murdered. Like, she has so much red on her. She looked like she got completely and utterly murdered. If you see me lean down a couple of times, I've actually had the bleach on the floor right there. By the way, make sure you have something on the floor. Please make sure you have something on the floor. I cannot even tell you how many times I dropped like a gob of red on the floor, and I'm so happy I had some trash bags down. This can get very messy, definitely if it's your first time, and definitely with red. Red is one of those colors that will get everywhere. So as you can see, I'm doing the same exact thing that I did with the bleaching process, but I'm going more in depth with this one than I was with the bleaching. What I mean by that is basically after I do a big section, you're going to see me part it part by part to make sure I go inside and I get those roots. And I'm going to go make sure it's saturated with that red. Got to make sure that red gets everywhere. You don't want some of that brown showing up or anything. I did go all the way to the roots, even though the roots are kind of black, because I wanted to have a black to a red kind of gradient. Gradient?
It has starch marks on her. Wait.
Which one is it? I think it's gradient. I don't know how to read. Gradient. So I wanted to go to like a black to red gradient. And so that's why I left the top of it black. And it did not matter to me about dyeing that part because I knew that black part wasn't really going to take any color. So as you see, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go section by section, do a full section full of the dye. And then I'm going to part it piece by piece and make sure I get the dye all within the crevices of this hair. Okay. at this point, I'm getting up here to the frontal, and as you guys know, lace on the frontals really do die pretty easily. So I took it very, very slowly, and I went in part by part, and I made sure that I only got to the top of the roots and made sure that I did not touch the lace. I am so surprised I did not get lace on anything. Oh my God, look at Rashonda. It was like somebody just beat, oh no, they beat her. Oh, they beat her, bro. Oh, look at her. Oh, she just looks so bad. And it's funny, I didn't get any dye, any bleach on the roots at all. But Rashonda, oh no, she wasn't lucky. She wasn't lucky at all, y'all. Okay, so at this point, this is what it looks like after the dyeing process. As you can see, the dye went pretty evenly on, and that's how it looked. I believe I left this on the hair for about an hour, and then I woke up the next morning, let it air dry, and this is how she turned out. Oh my God! She was beautiful. So I went ahead and I blow dried her a little bit because she was still kind of wet. But not too wet, and I went ahead and I blow dried her a little bit just to make sure that she was nice and blow dried before I went ahead and flat ironed her. But oh my gosh, the color came out absolutely amazing. I was so surprised. I was very shocked. I was like, yo, this is it. This is the one. This is the one. Like, when you say burgundy, I gotta say burgundy with that Soulja Boy voice. So burgundy? Yeah, it was burgundy. Oh yes, it was. So before I flat ironed her, I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and do the frontal piece. So I went ahead and I parted it. I did do a little bit of this already when I first got the hair. I believe I got this hair almost a year ago. That just tells you how old and how good this hair is, because it's been about a year and it still was able to take the bleaching process, take the dye, and still look good. But I wanted to go in and I wanted to repluck it, repart it, and to get that frontal looking, snatched, okay? So now I'm going in with my flat iron, doing piece by piece. I didn't actually like record me flat ironing. I decided to just do it off camera. But if you do want me to do a detailed recording of me flat ironing the hair next time I do hair, just let me know and I'll definitely do it for y'all. So here I am with my bald head. Yes, I'm over here with my bald head. I did install a adjustable strap onto this hair too, just to make it sit better. And honey, when I put that hair on and I saw how the hair looked on me, I was like, ooh, child, look at me. I was feeling myself. I was looking at my boyfriend like, oh yeah, I was feeling myself. So I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and do my baby hairs. I am not an expert when it comes to doing baby hairs. I'm actually really bad at it, but I try to do my best. I'm learning, you know, it's trial and error. We all have to start somewhere, and we get better with time. And as time progresses and we see how much better we're getting, it feels good. But I'm learning how to do the baby hairs. I did feel like I felt pretty confident with the way I did the baby hairs this time, and I was pretty happy with it. As you can see, I kept dancing. Like I was feeling myself. Like I was feeling myself to the max. I was like, hey, I'm rocking that red. Okay. I was really, really happy with the way the hair came out, and I was just loving it. I was just loving it. And so as you see, I just went ahead and I did the baby hairs and I did everything I needed to do for it, and we're almost done. Okay, so we're just gonna finish up with a little brush to the hair, and bam, we are done. Thank you so much for everybody for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for more videos, and you guys have a blessed day.